Hi. I know one of the big questions a lot of people have when they're car camping is how do you get fresh air in the car when you're parked because the air inside gets very stale. One of the best solutions I've come up with is something I've made myself, and it's this screen up here that I use for my sunroof. I have a Subaru Forester. It's a 2020, and I made this for the last Subaru I had. Loved it. So when I got this Subaru, I made a new one, and I've used it when I'm car camping, and also if I just need to get a quick power nap at a rest area or something. But I'm going to start the car. So of course the car's got to be on in order to open up the sunroof. But let me just show you. Open up the sunroof. I mean, you don't have to open it all the way, even just that much. And now I have this screen here, which stops the bugs from coming in, and I get fresh air. You can open it up all the way if you want to. Oops, a little bit of sun coming in there. But yeah, you get the idea on how that works. You can hear the birds out there now. Let me just close it a little bit. So when I'm car camping, I usually have it open just a little bit, about that much. Lots of fresh air gets in this way, but no bugs or anything like that will get in. It goes all the way around, and it's just velcroed up there. There's a nice little material right there which allows me to velcro it all up, and I have that velcro going all the way around and stays up there. And I keep this up all the time because it doesn't get in my way. uh, if I have been driving too long and I need a power nap at a rest area, I can pull over, open this up, get an hour or two of sleep, and then continue on my way without being a safety hazard on the road. And I don't have to have all my camping gear with me or anything like that. I just put the driver's seat back and I sleep, like I said, for a couple hours, and I'm good to go again. And there it is, like that. Then on top, I have this rack up here, which also gives me a little bit of security so that when it is open, I guess if a person wanted to get through there, they could. Uh, when I was on my 2 week trip, I had that black bin up there. It was smaller openings, nobody could get through, but it was still high enough on the roof that I had plenty of ventilation. So, like I said, this was my favorite solution for this, and it's something I made myself. Now, I'm just going to show you how simple it was to make something like this. This only works if you have a sunroof that opens. Obviously, I'm fortunate enough that I do. And it was very simple to make. All I did was came out and got the measurements. This little piece of Velcro, the pieces on the side here, was for curtains that I used when I was car camping. When I came out, I got the exact measurements, and then I made it. So I know this looks like a hodgepodge of materials, but it's what I used. Like I said, this is the second one I've had. The first one I had was a little bit more experimental, so I was able to learn from it. But this is simple window screen. And the reason I have the window screen around is because my cats kept clawing through my window screens and escaping from the house, so I kept having to replace it. And so this was just something I had in the house. From there, let me, okay, I'll just cut a small piece off right now. That's what the scissors are for, of course. So Yeah, just a small piece here. And then I use Gorilla Tape. Duct tape doesn't stick good enough, but the Gorilla Tape sticks a little bit better. However, I didn't use just the Gorilla Tape. I also used, I can't remember if I used the E6000 or if I used Gorilla Glue or Crazy Glue. Normally I have the little packets of these that I just use once and toss off. But anyways, as you could see, I've got it all the way around. I put it on here. I put my glue on there, or I put my glue on there. Then I folded it over. But just to make sure it still didn't want to stick good. So that's what the rolling pin is for. I went all the way around and I did this for a few minutes all the way around where I rolled it down and it stayed on there pretty good. And that's how I made my border. Of course, I made it much, much bigger. And then the other part was you got to get the Velcro on it. I thought I could go the cheap route and just get the regular Velcro like this, the non-sticky kind, and use the glue and put it on there. That's what I used on my old one, but the it kept coming off and everything like that. So then I got the stuff where it does have the adhesive on it, and that's all I did was again put it on, and I put some of my glue on it, and then I put that on there, and I put that literally all the way around it so there's no gaps in it, and I made sure that stayed down nice and good. And that's really what it is. After you get the correct measurements, you get your tape on there, then you put your Velcro on, and if you've got any kind of material like my car did, you can go ahead and just stick it all the way around like I did. And it's inexpensive, it's easy to make, it gives you lots of fresh air, and it keeps the bugs out. Of course, this isn't going to work if it rains. My funny story on that was I used it every night that I was car camping on my 2 week trip. The only night I didn't use it, I'd gotten all settled in the back. I was very tired, and I'd been back and forth a few times. It's like, I just don't feel like getting into the front seat, turning the car on, and opening the sunroof again. And I was thinking, it's not that hot out. I'm, I'll be okay. In the morning, I'll have a little bit of condensation, but it only takes a few minutes with the defroster on to get rid of that. So I didn't use it. And during the night, I woke up because we had a thunderstorm. And I was thinking, oh my gosh, I am so happy I was too tired to open it up last night. So again, obviously, if you can't use it in the rain, and you do have to have a sunroof or it won't work. I do have the screens to put on the rear windows. I have a video about that. I'll put the link in the description below so you can watch that. I did use them when I was at a regular campsite, but if I was in a Walmart or a Cracker Barrel parking lot, I just felt as though that was too much saying someone was sleeping in the vehicle. And I felt better just having the sunroof open. And I've always used it if I've had to pull over into a rest area and get a couple of hours power nap. I just put the driver's seat back, crack that open a little bit, and I have my fresh air. Again, nice, easy, cheap solution. I hope you liked the idea. If you did, or you got anything from this video, please hit the like button, subscribe, see more videos like this. And well, I'm Val, and you're watching videos about life. And until next time, I hope you come up with some easy solutions to make your adventures better. If you have any ideas or any improvements for this, please comment below. And well, anyways, until next time, bye bye.